Part 3, microbiome connection. So food poisoning. Food poisoning can disrupt your microbiome and cause IBS symptoms. To minimize your risk of food poisoning, these are what tips and tricks you're going to follow. You want to avoid eating raw food, such as salads, especially at a salad bar or a raw fish bar or any type of thing. The pre-packaged, like cut up fruits and veggies are a big one. Sushi is another big one. Make sure you're always heating your food thoroughly. Don't eat foods that are left at room temperature for a prolonged amount of time. So anything that is 4 hours out or more that is supposed to be refrigerated, don't do it. Don't eat it. It's not worth it. You're gonna have a stomach ache or you'll have food poisoning. Avoid eating at street vendors or food trucks whose sanitation is usually different from that in a restaurant. Food may be unrefrigerated all day and thus be exposed to microorganisms that can cause food poisoning. Avoid eating uncooked vegetables as they are often sprayed or washed with, I say local water, it depends on the region that you live in. It depends on the country that you're in, those types of things. So whenever you hear me say stuff about water, it's more about going to countries that the water is not safe to drink. And even the ones here you can still get sick off of. So, there's that. Cook vegetables and serve them hot. Drink bottled or filtered water rather than tap water. And again, use bottled water to brush your teeth if you're in a country that does not have safe water. Avoid the use of ice cubes, which are likely made, again, from local water. When you bathe or shower, avoid getting water in your mouth. Eat at restaurants that have a reputation for cleanliness and avoid those with code violations. If you eat poultry that's been frozen, be sure to thaw it fully before cooking it to avoid salmonella and Campylobacter food poisoning. For the same reason, avoid eating raw eggs. At home, you want to wash all fruits and veggies thoroughly before eating using a non-toxic food detergent, which you may find at your local health food store. I use baking soda. You can also use just vinegar. Don't do both. They neutralize each other. It will do nothing for you. Peel the skins off fruit before eating, depending upon if you can wash it or not. In hotel rooms, use disposable cups instead of reusable glass or porcelain cups. In some hotels, reusable cups are only rinsed rather than properly washed. If you plan to travel to an area that is high risk for food poisoning, you may want to consider taking half of a Rifaximin pill with every meal during your trip, although it's not FDA-approved treatment. If you're staying at a rental home or bed and breakfast, take further precautions. Make sure you're cleaning the countertops, cleaning the chopping boards, especially if they're made of wood that goes in your own home as well. Use separate chopping boards for meat and vegetables. Wash all sponges in the dishwasher, or you can do the microwave trick. Sponges are known to carry a ton of bacteria. To keep food from spoiling quickly, make sure the refrigerator is working properly, yours and others. Pay attention to expiration dates on the food you buy. Expired food is more likely to contain microorganisms that lead to food poisoning. Now, obviously, that doesn't really go for the things that are full of sugar, chips, cookies, really, really ultra-processed foods, but things like milk. Things like dairy products, things like meats. Your more whole foods things like salads, all of those things. You can expand the lifespan, but by that expiration date, chuck it, or compost it, either or. If you want to know more about that, go read the blog. Do it. Go read it.